Gamers, welcome back to another Tuesday night stream. It's me, your boy, JTV Live, back with some more Planet Coaster 2, and back with still wearing my hat a weird way because of my earlobes being hurt by my headphones. But that's fine. I have the haircut appointment scheduled, so we won't have to wear this hat for long. But we're back tonight. We're going to be playing some Planet Coaster 2, working on the Greek mythology park. And then later, we're going to hop into some Dune Awakening. I got Dune Awakening like 2 months ago, and I've been playing it off and on a decent amount. And so I thought I have a lot of stuff that I need to do. I need to grind out for power cells so that I can prepare to go to the deep desert and set up a base there. So I figured that's the perfect thing to do on stream, so we'll be doing that later on. But for now, no sense in delaying it any longer. We're gonna hop right in. I don't really have a specific plan for tonight as far as what we're gonna do in the actual park itself. First thing I need to do is get my second monitor properly set up. There we go. Get everything aligned correctly. Boom. That should all be good. I do want to start working on like the main dedicated water park area, because we have this cool fun little pool over here, but I think the actual water park, because we have all of this space back here, so I think maybe okay, we're gonna do this. We're gonna try something out. I have like half a vision in my mind of what I kind of want this area to sort of look like. The first thing I need to do is we need to pull this out more. I think just all the way up to the line. Which then means we need to do some minor scenery alterations. We can make this bigger. Yeah. Just like that. Is that... yeah, that looks about right. Then we go into the terrain brush. Here we go. Easy. Kind of just gradient it out. And just kind of like that. Okay. That looks pretty good. And then luckily I already have a blueprint for this. At least we have the start of a blueprint for this. So what we really need to do is have it like... I'm going to put it here. Just like that. Yeah. I'm going to be making some major alterations to this. But this is going to be essentially our main core. And you can find this pool design on the Frontier Workshop. Link down in the description below. You can find my share code down there, as well as a link to my page on the Frontier Workshop. You can get this design and a whole bunch of other designs. I haven't updated it in a while. I need to get on that. But all of the theme parks that we've done and all of the cool buildings that we've built over the year are all on there. So let me pull up. And here's who it like the X. Because I remember I found a picture of like the outside of like a old Roman bath. Yeah, okay, it kind of looks like this. Unironically, it kind of just looks like a library, which is pretty funny. But okay. So that is all good. Except we need to redo this roof. Get rid of all of these guys. Essentially this entire cross section. Easy. Boom. Okay. Scenery theme. There it is. I don't know why I have to scroll all the way down for that before I realize that M is pretty high up in the alphabet. Yeah, there's about right. Actually, no, we gotta do it. Yeah, okay. The marble block wall. Okay. Okay. Scenery, this guy. We'll keep it pretty low. Just like that. Then obviously this needs to be moved down. Okay, scenery. Is that solid? No, that's marble block wall. There we go. Boom. Easy. We can also remove that shield from down below. Put it up here. Once we get this all filled in, obviously. Nope. Okay, and then now we grab all of these. And then all of these guys. We duplicate. There we go. That looks tight. Although there is one problem. It's like a foot too high. Or 3 feet too high, I would, if I had to wager a guess. Okay. Is that good? Yeah, okay. Get rid of that. Alright, that all looks good. And then we need trim. This guy. I think like here, maybe? That looks about the right angle. 175. Oh, we can't do that. Okay. Like right there. No. Fucking hate when it does that. It's so insanely aggravating when the game, for no reasons, decided, like, oh, you wanted to grab all 3 axes at the same time. It's like, yes, that is... Oh, I guess it's just broken. There we go. And it's so close to the right angle, too. It's also annoying. Hold on. Yeah. I, like, literally can't see the edge that I'm working with. What about there? I like it. Move here. Based. Go here, get rid of the trim. I want this nice gilded wall, or gilded ceiling, at least for the entrance here. Nope. Okay. And then I want to grab all of them. And move them down like a foot. Okay, now we need to move them up an eighth of a, or 8/10 of a foot. 3/4. It's not 3/4. I don't know why I said that. Also, my stupid twitchy fingers hit right click, which made me undo what I was doing and unselected all of the things. So that's pretty hype. There we go. Boom. Over here. Okay. We definitely need, yeah, some statues and some stuff. But you can now come up here. Possibly? Yeah. You can now live a happy life right there for now. He looks green. Let's see. So now we've got that. So many notifications that we'll deal with later. Yeah, let's do these guys. Nope. like. Like right there? And actually, yeah, we have to use the specific pillar base. Stop. Okay, this. Yeah. And then. Okay, I want this to be blue and this to be the teal. Yeah, okay. Let's put one here. One here. One obviously here. One obviously here. And then okay. That looks good so far. Windows. Yes. Boom. Okay. Let's get rid of all my filters. I'm gonna go into special effects and particles. Okay. Maybe the medium. Oh wait, that's just smoke medium. I want smoke burst. This one could just be the medium. Nice. Just like steam rising from the vents, you know? And then it's supposed to be a bath. So... let's give like a nice illusion of some steam going on. I mean, we do need to make the pool heated anyway, so it's not like the worst. It actually kind of fits. I'm just gonna kind of plop these around. Yeah, that looks like a nice warm bath. Look at that. That looks really good. That looks really good as you're coming in. Okay, I love it. I'm very happy with that. Alright, it's all coming along. Okay, yeah, now we need the statues. Okay. Back to mythology. Let's see here. I want the... Sorry, I looked over. I guess I am just talking quietly, but my mic seems quieter than it usually is. I don't really know what that's up with. Hold on, let me make sure it's the right thing. Okay, no, it is. Alright. I probably shouldn't grind my shirt buttons against the grated metal part of my pop filter. I can't imagine that that sounds pleasant. I'm looking for these. And go up. And then make it a little bit smaller, just a tiny bit. And then bring it forward. Hell yeah. Make this the nice, fun... Actually, make this the teal. Yeah. Like right there. And then like right there. And like right there. Easy. Then just put this right here. Okay. I don't know, something about this just feels... I don't know, something about it feels off. They do have more texture on theirs. Okay. Let's go into statues. They're going to be all under props. Yes. Boat is probably what fits best as the main centerpiece. I'm thinking like right here. Oh, I guess this is a flower. I should have paid more attention. It evokes boatness, though. Does it not? Okay, yeah, that's fine. Okay. Flip horizontal. Come over here. Okay. That looks fine to me. I think, though... now we can keep all of this the same. I like the warmer colors on the inside anyway. And then the thing I wanted to add is... I wanted to add, like, a wave pool out this way, sort of. Like an infinity wave pool that's also kind of doubles as, like, a balcony. Maybe. Sort of overlooking this whole little section here. Nope, not push. Go like this. Go like this. Just like this. This. Nope, not push. This one we want to pull. Okay. Yeah. That looks fine for now. I don't like how unthemed all of this is on the back, but, like, that's fine, I feel. That's how it would be in a normal amusement park. Alright, now let's see what these million notifications we have. Alright, first thing we gotta do is path. That makes sense. Doing a path makes sense. So let's just grab you. And then square up. Okay, and this is going to be difficult, it looks like, which is really cool. Let's go ahead and kind of... Trying to think how we can do this. How we can make this lead up interesting. Okay. Then smooth. Alright. I think this lead up... I think we'll just do a straightforward thing with it. There it goes. Yeah. And maybe we can put some businesses and some stuff on the side. I was thinking maybe like some fountains leading up to it here. And then obviously we'll build another wall and maybe some hedges going along that way. But that's that done. Okay, we need to do power. That's all power related issues. There's no path. We fixed that. Okay, all of those we fixed. Okay, these... Let's just go ahead and... Okay, cool. And then the rest are just pickpockets. So, we need more power. Shouldn't be too hard. Just come over... Custom. Here. This. Where do we want to hide it? I mean, we could just... I mean, we need some room for pathing over this way, which is probably what I'll use, like, this little empty space for. This will be, like, the exit to get to the outdoor pool. This I want to save for water slide queue. And it would also be nice to put some sort of staff building in here, but I think that will work fine there. And we also need a water pump. Or a water filter. Yeah, this guy. And we will put him... I think he can fit right next to the... Yeah. Connect you up. And then I think... Yeah, there's room for some staff buildings over... Okay. Staff building there. And also one here. Okay, cool. So we have room for one staff building. So we'll... Actually, no. We have room for a nice big one right here. This one. And then we can put... I think we have... Yeah, I was about to say, I think we have the same thing going on over here. And then scenery, doors. Give me some doors. One of these. Maybe not that tall. Maybe at like a 75. Looks just about right. And we'll do like a tiny little guy over here. Customize style. We're gonna copy this guy. Easy. The only thing I want to do is I want to get rid of these railings here, because we'll replace them with plants of some kind. But, okay. Everything should be good. Okay, yeah, that already got fixed. Dismiss. Not spending enough time in pools. Well, they're gonna be spending a lot more time in pools now that we've got this awesome thing open. It actually fits pretty well over here. Once we kind of build out this, it means we'll have to theme this wall. But once we theme out that, and then add some water slides, we'll have room for a water slide tower here, and also room for another one over here, and then one over here as well. Which gives us, for coasters, essentially, if we're able to fit something in this plot, if we're able to fit something here, and then if we want to build any more coasters, we have this plot as well. If we want to build any more coasters, we're going to have to do like a full land expansion. Probably expand into this bluff here, I would imagine. Probably by... Maybe if we had like another midway coming down here to a staircase. It means I'd also have to build pillars back here, but that shouldn't be too hard. Sorry, I'm thinking. I hate to be thinking out loud. Although, here, let me close out of this so that way while I'm pondering what I want my next move to be, you can at least get some nice clean shots of the theme park. watch some things go. I'm trying to think though. This is a I think the tilt coaster, the placement of it makes up for any shortcomings in the layout. I think that's a radical. It's like a super cool drop and a really good view as well. Hold on. Here are the guests. Let's get a nice guest perspective. That was really well synced, actually. Okay, but we need to decide what we're gonna do. I think it'd be possible to build a coaster here. Yeah, actually. Yeah, it totally would be. Get rid of you. We are gonna try to redeem ourselves. The last time we tried to build one of these coasters, we built it 3 times and just ended up deleting it and giving up because we couldn't quite find a design. Or I couldn't quite... Excuse me. I couldn't quite find a design that I was happy with. We're going to do one of these Crazy Mouse coasters. We're going to start like this. He's going to come up here. Actually, I lied. You're gonna be like this. And you're gonna start right here. You're gonna come up. Okay. And then so then 3, 6, 9. Then we'll go to 11. $135. 11. Where's 11? There it is. Where's 11? That's what everybody was thinking watching the end of Stranger Things. That was a relevant joke. Okay, too fast. Too fast. What's up, Char Char? How we doing? Have a good hump day. then 135. 180. 135. Close enough. 7. Then we're gonna do. Actually, we're gonna move on to 120. And then 60. Go up a little bit. Started a new job last week. Nice. Using AI helps. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of jobs soon. If anything, it's good that you're getting ahead of it. Okay. Chain lift. Okay, that works for me. Liking that so far. Other than the kicking your ass part, how's the job been going overall? I mean, I know it's only been a week, so it's hard to tell, but I don't know. This could be a job where it's like, I've been wanting this job for 18,000 years or whatever. Bam. Okay. I think a maximum of like 425 going down this first drop. Too tall. Up, up. Up, up. That should work. Fantastic. It's a lot of work. Been wanting this job for like 6 years. Hell yeah. Not as long as 18,000, but still a decent amount of time. It's remote. Hell yeah. That's super epic. I would kill for a remote job, especially in this area. No! Come on. Okay. Let's see if this works. Does that big crazy thing. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think these, the deceleration maybe 20 miles an hour. Because I want it to hit like barely 3 Gs by the time it gets here. Four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. Okay. Boom. Boom. Actually, I think I can just do... Yeah. If we did like 26... How is that? Is that about... That should be... about right. Although that just does the exact same thing. Okay. I don't like how there's like no supports here. I don't really want to have to make custom supports for this. But if I think if I've never been on a crazy mouse, so I can't really speak on it too much. I really want to though. Like, they're definitely novelty coasters, but I like a good novelty coaster sometimes. Yeah. Actually, no, we'll do this. We'll do this. We'll do this. And then do this. Okay. 3.5 Gs, not too bad. Okay. Nice. And it gives you some nice hang time coming down from that. Dun, dun. Boom. Okay. optional catwalk. Boom. Okay. What do we got? We definitely need to make this a little bit shorter, but that shouldn't be too hard, I don't think. Actually, I might like it going super slow over this crest because we have pretty good views coming over that. So maybe that's something we want to prioritize. Okay. Negative 4. Bit. Okay, that's a little bit close. We may have to do a 45 for this. A 45. Ah, this thing is like kind of in our way. Okay. We'll have to do this a bit more normal. 45. Maybe even... Okay, we need to do like a 180 turn. So 3 going 60. 5. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, we gotta do a little bit of finagling with this. If we come... Just build that as like a buffer zone. If we come... I don't know why it won't let us move this to the side. There we go. This over here. This over here. Bring this over here. Okay. And this also brings back more of this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, that makes it all wobbly still. This. Okay. Smooth this. Then we just gotta smooth all of this out. Alright, now that we've got this more out this way, now, in theory, I should be able to come down like this, go like 18, 4, and then 60, 16. we go. $90. Go 11. 35. This actually needs to be going down a bit more. 35. 11. Okay. I already like this layout a lot more than any of the 3 versions we did that first stream. So that's good. This goes on for too long. So actually, once we get that to 90, instead of going to 90, we're gonna make this 60. Or close enough to 60. This is gonna be 120. This will be 180. 120. 60. There. 11. There we go. Okay. Uh, 33. 14. Okay. We gotta see how this runs. I'm not certain how this is gonna be so far. But let's see. No! That's an easy fix as well. That's actually way easier than the last fix. That's just a matter of making this slightly taller. Smoothing that out. And we'll come and smooth all this at some other point. Oh, I know exactly what I'm gonna do here. $60. 120. Negative 11. Okay. Hell yeah. That's like the perfect height. Which means if it makes it through that, then that's like a really good, I think one more block break, and then we'll do some kind of finale. Perfect. 3.4 Gs is like legitimately nothing. So like 23. Boom. Okay. So the last block section. Basically as high as the... Yeah. Okay. So that does that little thing. And then it comes down. Okay. $73. Yeah, that's fine. Optional catwalk. Boom. Let it do its thing. Even just from, like, the outside, this looks like a crazy mouse coaster. Alright, this could still be shorter. Actually, it doesn't need to be shorter, it just needs to be going down slightly. It's like 2. $11. Boom. Nice little vertical drop right in front of the station. What are the laterals there? Okay, barely any laterals at all. That's great. I think this needs to be slightly slower, so like 11. And then we're gonna go up. Start banking to the left. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay. I'm thinking too big. Whoa. 45. Uh, 26. 23. Two. We're gonna go up this way. Okay. In theory, that should all work. Although this shouldn't be 11. This could be like 15. This needs to be 13. Okay, I just want to see how it does getting there. Yeah. I think that works. Although I do feel like this last bit can be longer. What if I did... $120. 30. 50. Nope. Boom. Boom, boom. Oh. Yeah, what's up? Alright. Hold on, guys. I need to go move my car. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I should have done the pee break scene, so that way it didn't look like the stream had ended. But I think it's fine. Alright. Now that we're here, and I think what I'll end up doing is building maybe like some rock work down here. I think right here. Yeah. Just like this. Regular breaks. Go here. Lock zone. Go here. Perfect. Only thing is this whole segment needs to be lowered, lowered, lowered. Okay. Now that I actually think that that is a perfectly good layout. I think we actually built a coaster that fits this spot really well. It probably would have been more... Actually... I know, it's so close to being, like, really good that I don't just want to settle on this final half. I actually think if we have this final break run coming more like this. Okay. And then we can still do our little bunny hops. Just like that. Okay. Boom, boom. Okay, that's kind of close to being good. Hold on, I need to fix my sock. I'm like sitting cross-legged isn't even the right word for it. I'm in like a wild yoga pose. And my sock got scrunched up. That's not comfortable. Okay. There. And we just need to kind of pull this to the side. Just sort of line that up better. Okay, and then... And actually... Hold on. Yeah, let's end it with a little, like, flick to the side. Okay. Now that we have the basic layout done, I'm just gonna move this while I'm looking at it. Let's go through, we'll do our smoothing pass, and then after, once that's done, we can go ahead and give it a nice little ride through. I don't think we'll need to do any scenery deletion or terrain work. I think we stayed pretty well within the confines of what was already here. Like that. Then what time is it? 8:43. Perfect timing, too. Alright, I know we already smoothed all of this. I can also just tell by watching it go through that. Let's go ahead and smoothen this out. And then smoothen this out. And then make sure this is all nice and good. Make sure that this works. Okay, so far so good. Okay. This works. Move here. There's so many, like, layers of track that I'm trying very hard not to click on the wrong pieces. Okay. That works. This is all fine. This is the last piece, in theory, that needs to be smooth. Unless there's something major I'm missing. But I don't think there is. I'm pretty sure... I actually don't think I smoothed this bit. There we go. Alright, perfect. Oh, there was something big and obvious we were missing. We need to smooth out this first JoJo roll here. This is like probably one of the most important elements, since it's literally the first one. Not only the first one you experience on this coaster, but also the first element you see from the ground. So it's kind of important that this one looks and rides well. Shit. Perfect. Okay. Now I think it's ready to experience. I don't see any foliage that should be getting in our way. So let's go ahead and set the correct number of trains. We'll do... yeah, let's run it with the full 4. This is a short ride, so it's kind of... And the trains are pretty low capacity, so we're gonna do this. Let me actually set it to a bit better of a time. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. I'm gonna disappear, and we're gonna ride this coaster. So for that entire sequence, not only was I not visible, I also had the mic muted. I was just explaining that this wasn't working and I needed to fix it. But it seems that we fixed it now. This stops up here. Does it make it through? Okay, yeah. We fixed it. I'm actually really happy with how this layout came out. This ended up a lot better than I thought it was going to be. Only thing is, in hindsight, I should have swapped the entrance and the exit side. But it's a little bit too late to do now. Epic. That looks good. And then Q. Do this guy. Come here. And here. Boom. Okay, we want this to remain relatively flat. Perfect. And then this, we can move right here. And we have a perfect spot to add a couple extra benches. Perfect. I say, that's ready to be opened, gamers. What a successful run. We built this dope-ass bathhouse over here, which is already, like, full of customers. Well, not full of customers. I think the pool is too cold. Yeah, the pool is currently 13 degrees Celsius. So we'll fix that on the next stream. But I think that that is a perfectly good spot to end off on. We'll do a nice little zoom out like this. And also, once again, just really good framing of everything. Like, if you just stand right here, you can literally see every little high point, including this gas floating off in the distance. But I'm going to call it there, gamers, for Planet Coaster 2. So we're going to save, and then I am going to go use the restroom, because I need to use the restroom. And then we're going to hop into some Dune Awakening. Should be pretty exciting. So don't go anywhere. We're not leaving. We're just taking a brief intermission. Go get your popcorn, your drinks. Go down to the box office. You can refill your large sodas and your large popcorn buckets while you wait. And I will be right back. Alright, gamers. Let's see here. First, we gotta change up the stream settings. Let me just do that real quick. Gotta trade out the thumbnail and the category. Dune Awakening. Change. Yeah, mainly what I need to do tonight, and this is why I thought that now would be a good time to do this on stream. The main thing I need to do is... Hold on, yeah, I'm gonna use that one. Sorry, I was trying to decide which thumbnail to do. The main reason I want to do Dune tonight is because the main thing I need to do is fly around in my newly created Ornithopter and just raid enemy bases looking for power cells and other resources. So I'm like, hey, raiding enemy bases is fun in the game. So that's perfect. And then also, I'm setting up currently one satellite base. I'll probably end up needing to set up a different one, or just straight up moving my main base. But we also need to do some of that satellite setup, so it should be pretty entertaining. I can't go too long tonight, unfortunately. But that's another reason I wanted to do Dune on stream, is I needed to play it today anyway, and I figured, you know what, why not? Instead of staying up late to play it after stream, I'll just kill two birds with one stone. We can pause the music for this. I have no idea how loud it's gonna be, so just be prepared. I'm ready to turn it down quickly if need be. What's up, Noah? Welcome back. Hope your Wednesday's doing good. Compiling shaders. Easy. I don't know if we'll have time to hop into the deep desert tonight, but I do plan on adding Dune Awakening to the regular game rotation. The regular post-Planet Coaster game rotation. And then we might take a break from Planet Coaster 2 just because I'm kind of running low on ideas. I don't really know what my next park is going to be. So if we end up needing to take a break from Planet Coaster, we'll probably end up doing like 2 random or multiplayer games on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
I dream of it.
Thank you, Noah. Very cool.
The wild threads
I appreciate it.
And the myriad
I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. I get to play video games and feel like I'm accomplishing something, so... Ooh, patch notes. Yo! Fight through the Neo-Carthog dueling ring. Okay, so new dungeon. Taxation has been disabled. Yo, that's huge! That's huge! Yo, they abolished taxes! They got rid of the IRS. Elon Musk could never. It's a Doge joke for anybody who gives a shit. For the one person. The NPC dialogue options is social hubs and the related journey. You won't need to pay taxes that may be overdue, which the Emperor has begrudgingly agreed with. Thank you, Emperor. We appreciate it. Revamped endgame progression. I haven't even touched the endgame stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Redesign Plastanium experience with deeper choices. Cool. Landsrad revamp. The whole Landsrad has been rebuilt. New playable missions and new rewards. New contracts, rewards, missions, extended standing, and rank progression. Choose between crafting, gathering, exploring, combat, and sabotage as you level up your preferred playstyle. Okay, so they redid the skill tree, it seems. 5 of the new overland sites feature fresh open area challenge that boosts faction progress, influence Landsrad control, and earn specialization XP. Push your late game builds even further with the new augmentation station. That's a fun little word or phrase. letting you enhance unique Plastinium Tier 6 gear with powerful augments that customize and strengthen your playstyle. The other 5 new Overland locations feature completely new testing stations and boss fights with escalating difficulty and increasingly valuable rewards. Dual blades and the Pyrocket and Rapier have been reworked. New vehicle relocation feature and the vehicle backup tool allows you to move any vehicle on the same map at the same cost as recovering a destroyed vehicle. That's also really huge. So like if I get lost somewhere and separated from my bike or my ornithopter, I can summon it back as long as I have money. Vehicle inventory will be dropped on the ground. That makes sense. Personal light, the personal glow globe around direct light sourcing along camera's view. Okay, that's big. Direct light source along the camera's view. That's been a source of frustration for me, so that's good. New chat channels significantly decrease the durability loss when taking damage from radiation suits of all tiers. Ornithopter pilots now accept Solari both from player inventory and the bank as payment for travel. That would have been very useful, like, for me 2 weeks ago. Hell yeah, dude. I guess the citizens of Arrakis had their own Arrakeen tea party. The Arrakeen spice party. Dude, that's what it is. We took all of the spice and we threw it into the deep desert and said, "No more, Emperor. No more taxes." The only thing true on Arrakis is death and water. It sounds like one of the headings in the fucking book. I could see that being a book chapter header. If anyone out there has read Dune, then that's hopefully that joke will land. All right. So, first of all, let me check where I left off, make sure I don't have any lingering items in my inventory. I do. I like to keep my survey beacons on my ornithopter, but the main thing we need to do is we need to build more, probably medium-sized vehicle fuel cells. We essentially just need to stock up on fuel cells because now we're going to have 2 bases that we need to power the shields for. And we also just need to load up on Solari and any other equipment that we find. Let me go ahead and put the blood that I have into my blood. And then I'll also show off my base. It's not super decorated. It was designed more for functionality and exterior aestheticism rather than interior aestheticism. But essentially, once I unlock more recipes, this up here is the living area. This was the original base. That's why I have this here. This was my old garage back when this was just a tiny little building here. And then down here was my old crafting station. But I think I'm going to turn this into like a nice foyer eventually. Then maybe like a dining room here or something. Maybe like a living room. And then a dining room up here and all of that. And then we'll go out the exterior so that way you guys can see the outside. But I've expanded it quite a bit. Not as crazy as a lot of other people, but you can kind of see down here. This is the main base, and there's just a staircase that comes down to the garage and crafting area, which are these 2 big buildings down here. So we've got our little ornithopter port right here. And then this is our main garage with all of our chests and crafting things. So, first, I think the easiest way to get power cells is just going to be our sand buggy has the highest inventory space. We need to do some repairs to it first. So give me that. Oh, I didn't even realize I had... Oh. I must have just dumped shit in here. I don't know why. This was supposed to be just vehicle stuff. Let me put these things away, I guess. There we go. I don't think... You know, we're going to be raiding bases, so yeah, I think I do need all of these blood packs on me. We can literally never have too much water. That is something I have learned over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. You can literally never have too much water. Not only do we need water, so many of the things we need to craft in order to progress also need water. So, okay, we need salvage metal. I have some in a chest somewhere, so we'll just build it with this. Where is... I never remember. Here it is. I can never remember what menu it's in. We'll build 1,000. We don't have to watch this. I don't know what I'm doing. Do I have any things I can... Okay, we don't have a lot of iron. We should probably take this out. So while we're out and about, any iron that we see is probably going to be something we want to grab. Go ahead and load all of these up. Okay. Perfect timing. Why'd you climb the bike? Nobody told you to do that. Oh, I don't know why I was looking for it to craft it again. Probably because I'm an idiot. Also, really quick, I'm gonna shoot. Okay, I could probably be a little quieter. Okay, that's about right. If it's too quiet or too loud, please feel free to let me know. But let's repair. I love, like, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the character holds the welding torch in such a doofy way, and it's kind of funny. I need to get into the PSU. I think that's the PSU. That's the engine up front. Okay. Put this back. Open. Put you away. And then put all of you away. And then we're just going to go up to our bins and just spam F until we no longer have any Solari or any cobalt paste on us. There goes our cobalt paste. Okay, we'll put our Solari in here, I guess. I feel like... No, I have a dedicated chest for the Solari somewhere. I don't remember where I put all of it. It'd probably be good to know where our money is. Okay, that did not help. Knowing where our money is would probably be good. Okay, we need to put more fuel cells in that. I always got to make sure my vehicles are stocked with any materials we might need. I'm going to take you. Put you away. And refuel. Epic. Is that... I think that should be everything. I'm just going to... I guess I'll just put my money in here. For now. Alright, let's go get those power cells. Let's see. I don't think there's anywhere over here that I haven't explored already. We've done pretty much this. We haven't gone way over that way yet. But that's kind of not fun to get to. Oh, I need to drink water. I'm literally dying right now. There's a sandworm right there. Noted. I also need power cells to make lube. We don't have enough lube for our windmills. Nice and hydrated. Alright, Now let's go get those power cells. If anybody out there is wondering, this is how pretty much every session of this game starts for me. Me running back and forth, consistently forgetting what it was that I was just doing until I'm finally ready to leave. And then I get 20 feet, realize I forgot something, have to go back, and then I'm ready to leave for real. It happens every time. There's usually a lot of power cells down around here. Should probably pick up any iron we find as well, because we don't have a ton of iron ingots. We don't really need iron for a lot of things, but it's not something that it hurts to have. I'm not seeing any power cells. Ah, power cell. Thought it could hide in the sand, but I saw it. Can't hide from me. I think there's a testing station. Actually, I think that's like way far away. We'll probably have to get the ornithopter for that. There we go. And then put that away, put that away. Since we have like a level 5 cutter, we get a ton of iron every time we break one of those. I see you, big stack of power cells. I hear a sandworm. Then I see one more iron over here. This big factory thing, I think, also has power cells up in it. Okay, well, our inventory's full right now, so. Go ahead and boop. Yeah, like the bandit strongholds are probably going to be where we want to check the most, because a lot of those have generators in them, and also the stacks of power cells surrounding them. There's one. There's two. Take mine. You know, they say spice is power, but in this game, honestly, power is power. Like, without power, you don't have spice. Like, straight up. And you can lose all of your spice without power. This is a game where that just teaches you that the only true power is power. I think that's really deep. I think that's what Frank Herbert intended. Alright. Sandworm over there. Please don't come this way. Please don't come this way while I'm zooming. Okay, no, that's the explosion. Okay. For a brief second, I thought that a sandworm was gonna fly out of the grass. Fly out of the sand right next to us. Where's the nearest bandit camp? I mean, there's a ton of tiny ones over here. Oh, we drove right past it like a big idiot. I actually think using our ornithopter might be better, because then we can like fly to the further away parts. We have less inventory space, but power cells, well, decently heavy. If we prioritize only getting power cells and don't pick up like random bullshit we don't really need too much, then we can probably get a decent amount before needing to come back. Go ahead and grab that. I think what I'll do is, when we get back to base, if it's still dark, I'll try and collect some some of the powder sand. I forget what it's called. Silicone sand? Or flower sand, that's what it is. Because flower sand is another thing you can also never have too much of. We'll go the short way home. Uh-oh. I don't think that's somebody we knows. I used to have neighbors. I don't know what happened to them, though. I think they packed up their base and just, like, hard dipped. But they were pretty chill. We never talked, but they're... it was funny because, like, it was clearly, if not their first base, a really early base for them. So it was kind of fun to watch them progress through all of the base building levels right next to us. It made me feel really lazy. I have a shield, but I don't think I'll need it. Come on. Come on. Nope. Come on. Come on. She thought. Loser. You're dumb. You're bad. You're bad too. You also suck. Nope. Easy. Alright, I need to heal. Oh, you thought? Sucks to suck. I don't even know what hit them. Right? Oil. Or refinery. That's a tough one. Or refinery. I think I already got the intel here, right? I would imagine. It's literally right next to our base. No? I haven't found the intel here yet? Damn, it must be in like a really weird, obtuse place. Because I've definitely been here multiple times. Let's see what we got here. I'll take all of that. Some good flower sand. I'll take all of those. Nice. And I know I saw a battery or a generator or some... Yeah, I was hiding next to it. Hells yeah. I have no idea where this alleged intel is. Unless it's like hiding up here and they count this as part of the base. I don't know why that would be. Yeah, no, there's nothing up here. Oh, a cool painting. That's about it. Alright, let's get back to the truck. No sense in wasting the time. Ooh. Aw. I thought I could, like, enter it as I was falling, but I both landed wrong and misaimed and mistimed. I messed up in every way I could have. Alright, I think the Sada car might catch us here. Unless I can... Yep! Alright, Sadukar aren't gonna catch us. Don't look at us, Sadukar. Okay, clean getaway. Clean getaway. Grab. Nope. Grab all these. Alright, let's put all of these in the generators. I think this is the only one we didn't fill last time. Yeah. That one's good. That one's good. Okay, those are all good. Boom. And then we've got more power cells. And then the iron ore. Ore goes in there. Oh, I don't have any matching items. There's no iron ore in here. There we go. Now ore goes in there. I don't know where I have the mechanical parts. There it goes. That's where I have the mechanical parts. What else? What else? More iron. The rest is just iron. So much. We're never gonna run out of iron now. That's a lie. We're gonna run out of iron. I'll probably run out of iron tomorrow. If I had to guess, that's typically how it goes. All right, let's go ahead and start that cooking. Easy. And then it is still nighttime, so we are gonna do. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8. Oh wait, no, we don't need to take off the pants or the gloves, just the boots. Okay. And then put these away. Put all of these away. Grab you. And then grab you. Put you away. And then just throw these right here. All right. Let's go get some flower sand, gamers. Get ready to be stressed. We have to crawl right into worm territory. Worm our way in, if you will. Okay, quiet. And then wait. And then walk. And then wait. And then walk. And then wait. Okay, and then we walk. And then we wait. And then we go out and back in. And then we go out and back in. And then we go out and we stop. Okay, we're doing good. That's far away. That's not a danger for us right now. That might change, but it's not a danger for us right now. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right, let it cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. Gotta be patient. Patience is key. Let it cook. Okay, walk. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3. Let it cook. Let it cook. Let it cook. Keep an eye out. Okay, take it. Take it. And then walk. Okay. And then 1, 2. I'm just going to do 2. Keep an eye out. Everything's clear. All right. If I remember the path correctly, he doesn't shine his light over here, so we should, in theory, be good. Right? Let it cook. Let it cook. Take flower sand. Okay. I hear worm signs somewhere. Hawk. Wait. Blast and blast. My hands are so sweaty right now. Take flower sand. Take flower sand. Okay, we're waiting. We're waiting. Okay. Blast. Blast. Woo! Run, 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 run. No, 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 this is bad, this is bad. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Okay, we're fine. All right. And that's our sign to not push our luck. How do we do? I feel like we got a lot. 600. We almost got a full stack of flower sand, though. So that's pretty useful. So let's get our loadout back. F. And then put that away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then all of these back in. Give me my leader johns. And we also need to take off our boots. Put our boots away. And then put our new boots on. And let's get our other blood sacks. And our ammo. Hell yeah. Cool. And look, it's almost daytime. Perfect timing. A very successful night. Let's see. How are we doing? We don't need that on us because we have 2 on us right now. Alright, since we're doing like a flying mission, let's just leave that there for now. We'll unload the stuff that we don't need. Okay. Ooh. Just a worm flying right by. No biggie. 100% fuel. Like what I like to see. We need to take at least 1. And we're gonna take the medium one. Okay. Bam. And just like that, we're off. I'll show you guys my current satellite base. It's not anything too impressive right now, but it looks freaking dope. And it's one of the reasons we need Solari, because I need to expand the build area in order to make a permanent resting place for my ornithopter. As of right now, if we land there, I can't log off at the satellite base as of right now. So oh, look. Another... Oh, he's got a cool ornithopter. I still got the lame first one. Because I haven't been to the deep desert yet to get any of the upgraded materials. Alright, remember these bases having a decent amount of power cells. We're gonna do a little trick flying just for fun. Don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. Okay, I got scared. Alright. There we go. Now we go up. I wish I had thought of this, but like this is probably the best place for this is the second best place for a base right here. I think my satellite base it has the best location on the map in my opinion. Maybe not for utility, but as far as like pure aestheticism and views, that's it right up there. That's my that's Site B, if you will. This is where we do all the dinosaur research. Alright, temperature spiking. Okay. Here we go. Boom. I mean, look at this. Look at this view in a moment and tell me that there is a single other spot on the map that has a better view than this. Look at this shit, gamers. We could see literally the entire basin from up here. There's not a single part of the basin that we cannot see. We have by far the best views on the server. By far. That's why, like, part of me really just wants to relocate my base up here. But until I get, like, one of the big ornithopters, that's gonna be... Excuse me. It's gonna be virtually impossible. Or it's going to take way too long to be worth doing. Okay, we still have a decent number of fuel cells in here. So let's see what's nearby. We haven't gone to Weathertop. It's literally right there. There's also some testing stations. Alright, hopefully the Nazgul aren't here. Let's land above them. Drop in for a... Actually, no. Landing above them is a bad idea, because then we have to climb all the way back up there, and I don't feel like doing that. Alright. Stop jiggling, please. Please stop jiggling. You're making me worried that you're gonna... Okay, cool. I'm, like, worried it's gonna fly off into space. Damn it, we missed. Oh, okay, cool. It's one of the fire ones. The fire ones are way easier to deal with than the machine gun ones. Damn, he's so tough. He keeps dodging away from our needles. Hold on, we'll get him. Ow. Ow. Stop. I'm stuck. Okay. That was so wildly unfair what you did there to me, lady. Okay, I need to stop playing like an idiot. Shit. Okay. Let me just do this real quick. I need to lock in. Okay. Hello, lady. Stop! Oh my gosh, it's like too many. It's too many. And it takes way too long to recover health. Or, stamina. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay. I could have handled that so significantly better. There's about 1,000 ways that I can think of off the top of my head that I could have handled that better. Oh, he's like way over there. Come on. You're not gonna win this, lady. The amount of time you have before I'm in, like, dangerous range is crazy. Okay, well, you kind of worry me. You're right there. Easy. Alright, heal, heal. Alright, now let's get all of their blood. Like the sneaky little vampires we are. I'm basically Count Dracula in this game. We go into castles, murder a bunch of townsfolk, and then take all their blood. So that we can bring it back to our lair and use it to get stronger. Okay, I think that's all of the blood over here. You sound like you have blood. Can't get in there. Okay, can't get in there. But we can get in here. Hello. I'll take you. Nice. And these look like more. Ooh. Okay, money's good. We need to find one of the little password bracelets. I can't do anything without a password bracelet. Take those. Where's the password bracelet? Okay, I didn't mean to heal there. I meant to switch to my machine gun. But, that's fine. Where do I go? Where do I go? I guess I could climb. I'm a little monkey boy. Hello. He thought. Ah! Ah! Okay. No, cheats. Come on. Come on. Damn it, I missed. I missed. Come on. Nope. Come on. Come on. Let's tango. I'm cheating. Hey, you can't dodge needles. Bad, 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 bad. Fuck. What's my guy doing? My guy was just standing there. He would not move. Okay. Get you. Fuck. Oh, fuck off. That's so wildly unfair. Shit. You wanna know what's crazy? One thing fell. All of that noise was from a single object this big falling down. That's fucking wild. Also, I fully blame that death not on myself. We technically haven't died yet. That death was totally the fault of my character getting, like, randomly stun locked by lag in that tiny hallway. Alright, where's my shit? Here it is. Alright. Give me all the blood. Luckily, these guys didn't despawn. I would have been really sad. Okay. Here's the little identification band we needed. Any chests? Any loot? There should be intel here, allegedly. Somewhere. I needed water. What do we got? Grab. Okay, I want to see what's on the upper floor before I loot any of the lower ones. Aha! Here we go. Ooh, these books look cool. I wish I could take the books. I hear people somewhere. I don't know where. Oh. How did that miss? Jeez. Okay. Grab all of your stuff. Anything we missed? Nope. Okay. What else was there? What else was there? Nothing. I want to be sure. Okay, yeah, these are just like big radio antennas, I guess. Okay. That's nothing. Let's go back down.
Enemy sighted.
Pretty sure that was a sniper. They were not very helpful to the rest of their team. Not gonna lie. I didn't even know they were there. I mean, I guess that's the point of a sniper, but like... I think she took that a bit too seriously. Okay, that's just a boom boom box. What else? What else? Ooh, hello, Spice. Hello, Spice. Okay. can't get in there. Well, that was worthwhile. And we didn't even die. Very successful run. And we got some aluminum. Alright, now the power cells that I got there we'll put in our satellite base here. And then we do need to get back to our main base because, again, we don't have any shielded locations to put our ornithopter up here. Eventually, I'd like to build downwards a bit. Because this whole cliff has, like... If we look down over here, this whole cliff has, like, pretty decent shelving going down. So I would love to build the ornithopter landing pad on, like, a level that isn't too high for it. I think this will be the quickest way, actually. Inventory split. We're gonna put 90 in here and then 90 in here, and this should now have shield power for a very long time. Let me see how long. Manage. Okay, it doesn't say. It should be a long time, though. Let's get back home. And we just chill. We are at cruising altitude, so we can just chill the whole ride there. That's the other great thing about Site B, is it's very easy to get home from Site B. Not quite as easy to get there, but very easy coming back. We'll have to go around these bluffs. I don't think we have enough altitude. Also, we want to avoid the PvP airspace. I don't really feel like playing Arc Raiders right now. Move right in through here. Gotta kind of do a little about turn. Hold on, I played a lot of Flight Sim. Hold on. Epic! If there wasn't internet latency, hold on, I think the tail's sticking out a bit. Bam. Look at that. That is how you land an ornithopter, gamers. Alright. I know we haven't played this that long, but I think that's a pretty good stopping point for tonight. Like I said, I wish I could stay up later, but I need to get my sleep. I need to work on the video for Monday and TikToks and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I'm going to have to call it there, gamers, and say thank you guys so much for watching. We will be back Friday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time with some more Atomfall. That game's been a lot of fun. I've been enjoying it. There's a lot of interesting things going on and fun intrigue, so I'm excited to see what the next few hours have in store for us. So you definitely don't want to miss that. And then, in theory, based on how much time we've put into it, in theory, we should be finishing it either Sunday or the following Friday. So definitely want to check that out before the series ends, and then we'll be moving on to another game, which will be one of a couple things, but that's in the future, so that doesn't matter. Anyway, we'll be back Friday night, 7 p.m. And the best way to make sure you don't miss any of the streams is, of course, to subscribe. Hit the notification bell. You'll be notified every time I go live. And every time I upload a new video, I'm live 4 times a week on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. And I upload a new video every Monday. This past Monday was the Sonic Adventure 2 finale. So definitely go check that out. Don't want to miss that. That game is absolutely unhinged, and so is the final act. So definitely check that out. Make sure you like the videos, like the streams. It helps them do well in the algorithm, helps them get to more people, helps the channel grow, and I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your week, a wonderful Thursday tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys all on the next stream. Stay sponge, gamers!